Hello Fratelloers and welcome back to the vanilla Gogurt server, and here we are today. We are at my plot, as you can see here, MrMFretwell's plot, and all I've done since last episode when we went on the tour with Hal has been kind of put my stuff in this chest. I had a rummage through the public chests, made myself a bed, got my crafting table down, and I've got some melon seeds and seeds, some bones. I've just crafted up, as I say, a bed. Got some other little bits and pieces. I got that off a zombie. And I found these iron leggings, protection 4. I'm going to try and repair them and get a pair of man pants going fairly soon. So this is my plot, and at the moment I don't really have too many ideas of what I want to do. Now, the advantage we have here is we have quite a large plot, and I've kind of took a look at what's really been going on. As far as caves are concerned, these have all been mined out long ago, so there won't be anything of value in them now. We will probably have to go a little bit further out for some of the more valuable ores and minerals, but we can do a little bit of branch mining, so I could probably do that off camera if we get desperate. Now, I'm at the moment just thinking I need to get my cabin kind of up for the time being. So I think I'm going to clear some of this ground clutter, and then I think in this particular plot what I might do is I might build like a little mini treehouse style home later on. So I don't need leaves. There's plenty of leaves available in the community chests if I decide that I need leaves. For right now, I just kind of need to get this stuff out of the way and reveal the logs here, here, and here. And Brick has joined. And I'm just gonna clear out a few more leaves. I'm gonna need some wood. I probably might grow a tree because I kind of like the oak cabin over the jungle wood. So we might focus on just growing a normal tree instead. So I just kind of want this area cleaned out. I'll probably get rid of the remaining ground clutter off camera, which is fine. I just kind of want this area empty a little more. So big thanks again to Hal for giving us the server tour. That was a great addition to help us get on here. They seem to be a great bunch of guys here. I'm looking forward to doing some recordings, and as Hal said, there will be UHC on this server, so we will have that to look forward to as well. So plenty to look forward to here, folks. Plenty to look forward to. I'm excited to get into this. I'm recording this about maybe 30-40 minutes after we did the tour, so I'm kind of still fresh at the moment as far as this goes. So we've got this here. Now let's get one of those down, and let's grab some bone meal here. There wasn't any in the community chests. There we go. I have an axe. And cut this down. I'm going to have to do a little bit of forestry to get prepared here. I'm going to need to get some basic farms going and so forth fairly soon, so that we can be kind of self-sufficient in that way, but right now at least, goodness, we should be okay. So, as you've seen from the tour, there's a lot of really good builders here, and this is an opportunity for us, certainly, to help us be able to get a little better at building, because it's not one of my strongest points in the game, so maybe in the future we will be able to kind of work on actually improving our building skills and perhaps doing some collaborative recordings with the other guys here, which is great. All of these guys are very serious about what they do, which was what was very appealing to me about what they do here, is the fact that they are very serious about what they do. Ooh, mouse going all over. And that they are very passionate about doing this, which is what brought me to the server, which is great. So I think we've cleared enough room now, at least. I'm going to stick my cabin right here, and I kind of want to dig it into the earth a little bit. So we kind of... It doesn't have to be too big, honestly. We just kind of need to do this, and Just want to get my frame up at this point. Those ender pearls are just asking for trouble. I'm going to take them off my bar. Now, I'm going to take the corners out for the time being. I don't really need those. That is a bit small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Obviously we don't want the corner here. And I'm going to bring it out one more on this axis as well. So we're going to kind of do this, and then that, and then that. And this gives us a bit of a strange shape, I have to say. I'm going to have to modify the shape a little bit at this point, because... oh well, maybe not. I was thinking that it looked a little odd. We just need a nice little small shack so that we can last the first couple of nights. As far as we are concerned, I can put that there. And let me put you here. We're going to need more wood, evidently. I don't have any. Maybe there's some in the community chest. Let's check that out. There might be some wood available there. I have to say, I love what this guy's done here. I've not really learnt all the names yet, so I'll have to kind of excuse me. I've just been passed, obviously, with Hal, so... is that string? Oh no, it's the iron bar. So, I don't know everybody on the server yet and all what they are building. Here's Davy Cracker's plot up there. That's Cracker Hill, I'm going to call that, for the time being. Unless he wants me to call it something else. Had a couple of conversations with him on Twitter. Great guy. A lot of fun to be around. We have... we don't have a whole lot here, do we? We have some jungle wood. Plants, maybe? No. I have some saplings here. There's no bones around, obviously, because bones are useful. We've got some birch steps. Is there any oak steps in there? Just the one. Well, it's one more than I have, so that'll do for the porch, I guess. Nothing in there, I don't think. No, there's some chests. I could do with those, maybe. I'm going to kind of ransack what I can here. Anything in here? There's some bits and bobs. Nothing really. Which is certainly useful to... oh, jackpot. Here we go. We got some of these. And I'm going to take a bit of cobble with me as well, and those torches. Is there anything I could really put back, maybe? We'll give them the apples back, because you can make golden apples with those. So, as I say, as Hal said actually last episode, there are some engineers here which like to build big projects. We took a look at one of them, the Ender Farm. They're building an Iron Golem farm. We're going to have a witch farm soon. We're going to have plenty of different farms that we can go and visit and check out, so that we can have a nice time here in terms of getting mega projects and so forth done. And this is going to give me another great opportunity to try and see how these things work before I build one in my LP world, which is pretty cool. So this stair is going to come in handy right here. Now we want our crafting bench. Let me get that. Pick that up. And we're going to put that right there. I do need some glass, so we'll probably go on a sand hunt fairly soon. Get this thrown up. I mean, this is just a temporary thing. I'm going to kind of probably build something here. Probably we'll work on this for a little while. Depending on how the release schedule works with how 1.7 is coming, we may end up staying here for the time being before venturing out and doing something further afield. But then again, we may not. I'm not really sure yet. So let's get our chest down. I'm going to get the stuff out here. We still have an ender chest in here, which I will probably plop down somewhere. But for the time being, I just kind of want to empty my inventory. The handy thing about no one being online is I can pass the night while I get established here. As far as the roof is concerned, there were ladders in that chest, but I can make my own. I have plenty of wood, which is great. Let me make some ladders here. Whoops, it's not what I wanted to do. There we are, let's make some ladders. And I'm just going to quickly get up on the roof, and I'm going to work on this momentarily. There we go. Probably leave a little gap in the roof just to kind of have a nice little skylight maybe later. There we are, so we can now hop down, pick up my bed and get that inside. Put that maybe in the corner, I don't need a ladder here anymore. So put that there. Yeah, this is now empty, so we can pick this up. And we can get a door going fairly quickly. There we are, nice wooden door. I'm going to replace that with some glass, so we can pick that up. Whoops. Yeah, we actually have picked up a trap chest, interestingly enough. Trap chest, let's jump in the bed. Just pass the night for the time being. So now where's that cobblestone? Let's get a quick furnace whipped up here, because that's always going to be handy to have. Quick furnace, there we go. Now these guys have a public enchanter, an anvil and brewing and so forth. It's kind of all public, so we will probably, for our needs at the moment, we will probably visit the spawn center there to do that. Now there are some of these community farms here with seeds and wheat and so forth, which we can use, and I'm probably looking to doing that. Don't touch, like, seriously. This is brick stuff, so I'll leave that alone for the time being. I'll probably blur that out in the editing, or put a black line through it or something like that. So yeah, the public enchantments over there. There's an anvil where the spawn station is. I've not seen a public brewing setup yet, but I imagine that there is a brewing stand somewhere available. Failing that, we can always hop to the nether and just get a blaze rod. It won't be too hard. Might be able to get a fire resistance potion off one of the guys, and we'll be good to go from there, so we can make our own potions. Now, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, sand, that was it. We needed to go and find some sand. So this is somebody else's plot. I am going to stick to what I know here. Is this anybody's plot? I don't know if it is or not. It looks like it is, because there's this here, so I don't want to steal their sand. I should have looked in those community chests, but I don't think there was any. Is this anything in here? Not really. What we're looking for. I don't know, I like that. I don't really know where the kind of community plots end. I think this is not community owned. I mean, this is not person owned. This is free for anybody to take, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit of sand here while we can. There's something blew up there. Probably a creeper, it wouldn't surprise me. So let's pick up this. So yeah, my plan is to collab with these guys, and obviously we're going to have some fun here with just me as well. While we do things on this server, I expect to be pranked, and no doubt I will probably pull some pranks. Ooh, clay. Oops. Let's grab some clay. Maybe we can make a hardened clay, something or other. We'll fix that in a minute. Maybe we can make some hardened clay and do something decorative with that. So I haven't really played with the clay blocks too much yet. Oh, I don't have any dye, darn it. Oh well. We could probably, while we're out here, we could probably get some. I just want to put this back. Just put this back right. There we go. Wow, there's a lot of clay here actually. Well, I probably spoke too soon. Where are some red flowers? There's a red flower over there. And you get 8 per, right? There's plenty of clay around. There's some yellow flowers over there. I could make brown because we have cocoa beans. So I guess there's some choice in what we could build. Although, do I want to use carpet? I haven't even seen any wool. There might be a public sheep farm. I don't really know where anything is yet. I don't even have enough iron for shears though, so there would be no point in me kind of attempting to try and make carpet at this stage. But why don't we just go and collect a few different things that are around here, which we can use. I have cocoa beans back at my plot. I may have some red flowers back at my plot. I don't know, but we're here. They're free, so just gonna pick these up. There we are. We got 4 of those, and we'll get some yellow flowers. There's some over here, which is on our way back, so we can grab these as well, which is handy. Well, there's one, but I don't really have much intention of building with the yellow clay. So now it's just a case of whether I want to go with red or brown, and I think I would like to go with the red over the brown, because I don't know what I would use brown clay really for. So I'm gonna stick to the red clay, and we'll probably pretty up my sign a little bit and so forth with the red clay. So here we go, up through here. I think this is my plot right here. We're actually in it now. We've got pine wood over there if we want it. For the moment I'm just going to stick to oak and the jungle wood, but we do have pine if I decide to do something maybe underground and we want to use something else. So here we are, we're back at my cabin here. I'm going to toss this in there, and I don't have any coal on it. Well, we could make some. Let's just burn the rest of that down. Let's make 8 of these. Stick some planks in there for fuel for the time being. Get some of that going. So now I'm going to need to bake the clay as well. That'll be enough. So we can put you away. Get the dyes going. I'm going to put you away and you. Ladders. And honestly, I'm done with the wood now too, so we don't need that. Getting some charcoal going there. So yeah, I'm thinking of using the jungle trees that are quite big here to try and make some sort of village or something, or a tree house. I don't think I would want to go and make a full-blown village yet, because A, I don't know where the nearest zombie spawner is, and B, somebody else could have conquered that already, so we don't want to use that at this point. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm just going to build 1 room per big tree, perhaps, or maybe... I mean, how many big trees do we have in this plot? We have 2 here, 3... I mean, I just need the basic amenities at this point. Crafting room, furnace room, storage, those sorts of things before we can really get going. Because, I mean, I might build some floating farms, but I won't build animal farms, because getting animals up in the air, that would be quite difficult to do. So, at this point, I'm leaning against that to do. But I do want to get rid of all of this ground cover, because I find that I can't get around easily when this happens, so we kind of want to clear the forest floor a little bit. At least we'll be protected from the monsters if we live in the trees. And the last time I built a tree house was long, long ago, so it'll be a good challenge, I think. Good, the charcoal has now cooked up. We want... well, let's do 1 for the glass, because we only need 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh no, we need 2. So we'll put another 1 in there. Then we'll cook up the clay, and probably work on that for a little bit. While that's cooking up, I'm going to kind of... Oops. I'm going to put some torchlight up on my cabin here. So the idea here is just to kind of get a basic shelter whipped up for myself. I'm probably going to go ahead and do some mining off camera, because it could take me a while to actually find what we're looking for. Because I need some actual mining that's where there's actually some resources available aside from cobblestone, because there's plenty of that stuff around. So how's our glass cooking here? 4, 5 now. It's enough to do the roof, and we can put 1 in there. And that's just doing its thing. So I'm probably going to do some mining off camera, and probably do some clearing of the forest floor here, probably collect some vines. I might set up a basic cocoa bean farm, that kind of thing at the moment. So we can put you here and here, get another piece of glass and put it there. Now all we need is 3 more and we'll be done on that front. And while that waits to cook, why don't we just take a little bit of a look around here in a bit more detail. Eduardo's plot. He hasn't done anything with his yet. This is obviously the most completed one by far. Completely mined out the whole plot here. The 50 by 50 has been mined out. That must have took a long time. Although with the Enderman farm, projects like these wouldn't take that long with really enchanted gear. You could probably do it in a couple of days, I would have thought. He's got all his redstone stuff going on there. Although it says danger blast zone, so I'm thinking that perhaps he blasted his way down, potentially, and that's why all those holes are there to fill with TNT, and then he just mines out the rest. That would probably make a lot of sense. I don't know why those leaves are hanging in the air. There's this thing, the chicken farm, and obviously we've seen all this stuff. We'll probably get ourselves a horse fairly soon, though I believe that there is a bug in the game right now which ties lag to horses and you kind of freeze up while using them, so we might not have an opportunity to play around with those just yet. And I really don't want a cat, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't have much desire to do that. Oh good, got plenty of these cooking up for now, so we can fill in these and just jump back in the bed again. And we're going to cook up the clay next. We're going to make up some charcoal. Well, we've already got that, and we can put the clay in here while that cooks up. I think... Oh yeah, I can only sleep at night, I know that. Must have just caught the bed by mistake. This tree here is kind of in the way, and I don't know whether I really want that there or not. Why don't we just take a quick look at what state this is in, because I know that to a degree it's been mined out. How well it's been mined out, I don't know. Oh, this wasn't a very big cave. So all of this stuff was generated back in 147. So there's obviously going to be some things that aren't going to be here. Notably in the nether we're going to probably have to travel for quartz, because obviously with it being generated in 1.4, quartz wasn't in 1.4, and I imagine that a lot of the nearby areas that may have had quartz was probably mined out by now, because 1.5 was months and months ago, so I don't expect any of that to be available anymore. I don't know, I'm cooking up this clay and I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. What could I do with this clay that could make an interesting floor with it, I guess? Aside from that, I was gonna maybe decorate the sign and kind of put something here like that, but I don't know as that would look all that great, if I'm honest. Maybe out front here, perhaps like a little clay sign or something. I don't know. Not convinced that that is really the right thing to do. So I'm probably gonna sit on this clay for the time being and see what I would really want to do with it. Got some red stained clay here, because the idea was I was going to put the sign on this, but that doesn't look right. No, 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 no. We don't want to do that. And I was then thinking maybe I could do something with it around. I might use it in the various different trees and things that we've got as far part of that plan for the moment. So I'm going to sit on this clay for the time being. Let me just get this normal clay as well. I'm going to sit on that for a little while. So we've got this done here. So off camera I'm going to do some mining and kind of clean up the floor of this place a little bit. So I've got plenty to be doing here, that's for sure. Here's the end of my plot. right here. And this is the start of what will eventually be someone else's, and so forth. I'm probably going to get some equipment together. I need to get some iron going fairly soon for things like shears, to get vines. I want to pick up some of these because you can't get the ferns back, I don't think, unless you have shears. So we would really want to get a hold of some of them. Got another cave going on here. This one is not mined out, interestingly enough. Wow, yeah, this place has not been touched. Oh boy. I hear monsters. Oh, there's iron down there, though. Oh boy. Knockback sword is no good for a skeleton, that's for sure. What are you doing? There we are. Why so many skeletons? There we go. Clear him out. Why so many skeletons? This is a lot of skeletons. Let me just get to the end of this cave. There's no spawner here, so I don't know why there would be this many skeletons, but there is lots and lots of iron, which is nice. We can kind of get that going as well. We've done a little bit of caving today and got that done. I'm going to need more though if we're going to get places. We're going to need a lot of iron, but that won't be too much of a problem if we have the iron golem farm going, because we'll be able to get lots of iron very quickly. Pick up some coal because we don't have any coal. And by the way, this pickaxe has Unbreaking 1 on it. Just did some basic enchantments. The handy thing is about playing on multiplayer, you can get enchanting pretty much straight away, and obviously potion brewing as well, and that's going to be handy for when we work on the regional difficulty aspect of it, because I imagine the regional difficulty here is pretty high, so we want to get potions and stuff pretty quickly. Now I'm just kind of... I don't want water to start flooding in here. I'm trying to get some flint and so forth going. Well, I got some gravel out of it. More coal, we can always take that. Grab some more coal here. There we go. Get a steady supply of these resources going. Wow, we've almost got half a stack of coal already, and I thought that this would be long since mined out. I guess somebody must have just missed this. Wow, did they miss a bounty in here? Lots of iron. Lots and lots of iron. So we can mine this out. I think I'll probably come away with a stack of coal from this. How much iron have we got? 16? It's not bad, seeing as I've still got some more to mine out. Pick these up. And this. And you, my friend. Now, there was a spider over here earlier. I don't know where he's gone. Ah, we've come out under the lake of the ice. More iron there. Always happy to see that. Ah, this has been mined out here. I don't know what was going on. Mushrooms. Well, it seems like somebody started caving in here and never finished, because there's still resources and stuff lying around. So, I don't really know. This sword has knockback, by the way. There's a water lake there. So, I think I've got the most valuable stuff out of here, although torches didn't even go down here. Now I'm hearing skeletons. So I don't know whether this is the best thing to do. Yeah, then again, we've got stuff there. I don't know. I'm going to leave this alone for right now. I've got some iron, which is what I wanted. Is there an exit nearby? More ways over there. Oh yeah, we had to go back up the stairwell, that was it. And then from the stairwell, there's the ice lake. With the deep pit there. More iron. Well, I think we can stop off for more iron now. That's an exception to the rule. 22, not bad. And this guy's already left us, whoever was here, has left us a cobblestone path to take, so I'm going to take them up on that offer and get out of here. Can I not go any higher than that? Obviously not. So it seems that these caves were probably mined out a little bit, and then while the initial resources were gathered, then people probably moved on to branch mining or whatever to get diamond and so forth faster, I think. Which is why we're seeing what we're seeing here. So we've got those, and we will take our bounty and return it back to our plot over here. And I believe, yeah, my plot's just here, so we've kind of gone over the edge of my plot, but at the same time, nobody lives here. This place is abandoned, so we're not really taking anyone else's goods, so to speak. So I think that's going to be just about it from me today, guys, in all honesty. I've kind of done what I set out to do, and that was to build my little hut here. We've done some mining. I've got some coal now. And we've got a couple of resources. So I'm going to be able to kind of work on a couple more things fairly soon. My next objective is going to be to probably do a bit more advanced mining. I may even build a pit just to the bedrock and do some branch mining around there and kind of branch mine my plot out a little bit and probably take some coordinates just so that I can get some resources going. Mainly cobble, because we're going to need that. I'm going to do some forestry if I can and get some of that stuff together so that hopefully next episode we can start work on this idea that we've got with the jungle and building a little tree fort base, I think, is what we're going to go for first. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Vanilla Gogurt. And until then, see you later and have a good day.